Hey there, my name is Neil Spears. How's it going? So today I'm going to do a quick run through of how to install and optimize a WordPress website. I personally use A2 hosting, which I find has some of the best speed of the non-corporate enterprise type of hosting. They also have great customer service. They have niceties like SSL, which is a secure socket layer built in, which makes your site more secure, as well as being reasonably priced. Now, I use the Drive package here. Reasonable price, even at the full price, it's not bad. It is running about 16, 17 bucks a month per year, but it's worthwhile to me. Anyways, that's who I'm using. Now, I've already logged in and gotten to this page, and now we're going to go to the cPanel. Okay, the cPanel is where you can do a lot of this work. Not all hosts use cPanel, but many do. It looks fairly similar on all of them, but at the same time, there are differences between sites. So what you're going to look for is an app installer or an application installer, something like that. Now there's some optimized versions of WordPress, but we're just going to go to blogs, which takes us to the Softaculous installer. You can see there's lots of different blogs and stuff that you can put in. WordPress is what we're going to do, so we're going to click on install. Now I've set up a subdomain for doing this today, which means that it's associated with another site, in this case neilspears.com. So it'll be look at neilspears.com. I could just as easily, and I have in the past, chosen neilspears.com so that it installs on the regular site. So let's go down. We're going to call this look at random weird stuff. Now this is just for a testing site. I'm not being too picky about what we're going to do. Username. I like to have usernames that actually mean something, but random is actually not a bad idea from a security standpoint. So for this, I quite often use an email that is not my admin email. So in this case, we're going to go spearsphoto at iCloud.com, which is one of my many emails. And actually, I'm going to leave it like that. I will change the password later, but do make sure that you make the admin email something that actually gets to people, because the admin at whatever quite often doesn't. Okay, select language. Of course, I'm English. I'm going to leave it in English. I'm Canadian, but we'll leave it in English. Limit. Now we can select with the Softaculous, we can select plugins to put in, and we can create plugin sets. I have done that for various sites, but today we're going to just do a basic install. And one last thing, if you're installing for somebody else, you can send the details to somebody so that they can deal with it. But today we're just installing. So the first little bit takes quite a bit of time, and then it goes boom, and it's ready. So let's take a quick look at, hey, we have a site. Now this is our login. You notice that it's URL/wp-admin. That's what it always is. Now it's really good to have copied and saved the login information, but we'll do that later. So here we are. We have a basic site already up. Now we have to start modifying it to make it usable. So one of the first things I always do is I go into posts. First of all, they have this hello world post. Get rid of it. Too many spammers have a way to post a comment to hello world. So get rid of it. We'll go in here, empty trash. It is gone. And then pages. We want to change sample page to home. Okay. Now this is the new block editor. I personally don't like these. I find them kind of not great to use. You know, if you got to do a lot of stuff like this, I find the old editor better. Okay. Okay. Of course, what you actually say there. Okay. So that's our home page. Now they have a draft privacy policy page. I highly recommend you go through that and modify it as need be. Take out parts that are not counting for you, but make sure that you go through and actually activate that page, because a lot of countries in the EU, etc., will need a privacy policy page for you to rank highly on Google. So make sure to get that finished up. Now we're going to go down to settings, general. So here's what we have to start with. Writing. You can set that up, but you know what? Don't worry about it. Reading is the first one that actually is of interest. I typically go to a static page, which will be home. We'll set up a posts page, which is your blog, later, and I'll show you how to do that. Discussion is my next stop. Unless I have a very good reason for letting people comment, I always turn this off. Too many spammers and stuff just gets to be a hassle. So we're going to do that and save changes. Permalinks is the next stop that I make. Come on. There we go. So I don't like having my posts as date and post name. I just prefer post name. That counts for pages too. That just makes life so much easier. If you can send an email to somebody that says, you know, yoururl.com/deals or bio or whatever your page you're going to do, way easier than saying, oh yeah, go to your URL/2101/01/13/ bio or deals or whatever you're going to use. Just way easier. And save changes. Next. Now we're going to make a new page. We're going to call it Weird Findings and Other Objects. Okay, now I'm not putting any text in there. Okay, static page, home, Weird Findings and Other Objects is our post page. Save pages. Now we'll go up all posts. There's nothing there, so we say add new, my guitar. Okay. Boom. Okay, new post. We're going to put an image post. We're going to upload an image. Here we go. And we have an image. Okay, so there's lots you can do with it. Tags, we're going to change the category, add a new category. This will be guitars. Add new category. There we go. And say publish. Now if we go look at our page, we can't get to that post page, so we have to go back. Not comments, we're going to appearance and menus. We're going to create our main menu. That's what I always call it. And it'll be our primary menu and create menu. And then you all add to menu. Save menu. Now let's go take a look at our page again. Okay, weird findings and other objects. My guitar. And there's the picture of it. So that's how a blog works. You don't even have to worry about creating a page for all that. And let's go back into the admin pages, all pages, privacy policy. I'm not going to read through it. We are going to publish this page. Yes. But it's not going to show up on our page unless we go back to our menu. And now we have a privacy policy, add to menu. Now, weird findings and other objects is a little too long. We can cut that down, save menu. It'll still go to that page, but it'll be a lot better looking. Okay, weird findings, privacy policy. So that's the basic functionality of a site. Now let's get into some more of the optimizing this. So let's take a look at installed plugins. I delete both those immediately. Yes. Okay, we're going to add new. Now, I don't particularly like how those blocks work and stuff, so we're going to install the classic editor and activate. So we go back to our pages, we look at home, and there we have the old style, which I much prefer. This is way easier for me to use, and a lot of my clients prefer it, but it's up to you. If you like the new editor, then by all means use it. So let's go back to our plugins. We'll go there eventually. Yes. So, add new. One of the ones that I personally have a hate for is Jetpack, because I've had it screw up some sites in the past. But it has a whole bunch of stuff that is actually usable if you need it. I tend not to. I tend to run away from it. So I'm going to look for a cache, which is, I use this one all the time. What it does is adds your information into a set of temporary files that it can then show when people load your page. It loads faster. There we go. And we add new, and we're gonna do, this is a good one. It is one of those things that is very important for security. I like to use this on forms and stuff. There we go. And activate. Now this one you have to set up. So we have to go to the Google reCAPTCHA page. So if you click that, it'll take you. Now I've already set it up, but I'll just copy this. So this is the site key and the secret key, and save changes. That way on your login page there is a reCAPTCHA, which makes it harder for people to break in. Thought I'd just give you a little better explanation of the reCAPTCHA process. Once you come to google.com/reCAPTCHA, you click on the admin console. Don't worry about contact sales, that's for big enterprise people. Admin, basically anytime you're signed in, you should be able to create a quick account to get in here. And then there's all this, but the button we need to click is this little plus button way over here, create. So we're going to do my site, that's the label. Now if you do version 3, that can be invisible. You don't have to have it, the little, I'm a robot thing. Go version 2, then you need the I'm not a robot, or you can do invisible. Version 3 is better for the invisible CAPTCHA. If you're going to do I'm not a robot checkbox, you need version 2. I find that it doesn't work great for invisible reCAPTCHA with version 2. Then you put whatever your URL and I find it's also good to do www. Click on accept the terms of service. If you want to pass along any warnings that come up, you can enter another email address, send alerts to owners, and then when you're done, click submit, and taken to the next, which is your site has been registered. Click on there to copy each of those in turn and go back to your site and plug those into the appropriate places. And that's it for Google reCAPTCHA. Also, that information is great to note when you add a form. So let's add a form. Add new, and we will look for a form. Formidable form. Yeah, I like that. It works pretty straightforward. It also has surveys, quizzes, etc. You might find that useful. Also note, down under here, it says compatible with your version. This one has been untested. It's probably fine because it's only a month old, but it's better to make sure that it's compatible. So we're going to go into forms, build a form, formidable. Okay, contact us. So it's pretty basic, but we are going to add reCAPTCHA since we have it. Now, we have to get that set up. So again, we're going to go back to here, copy site key, copy secret key, and update. So now, go back to our forms, and we're going to use this short code here. A short code allows you to put a script into any page on your site, a post, a page. In this case, we're putting a form. So we select it, we copy. Now we're going to create a new page. This will be contact us. And by pasting that, it will create a form. Now I'm going to, before I do that, I'm going to, Spears site owner. Now you may not want to put your phone number on things, but I'm going to show you a trick for companies that do want it. If you create a link and then TEL : apply, that makes it clickable from a cell phone. So if somebody is cruising through the site and looking at it on their cell phone, they can just click the number and it will call me. So very handy. Let's publish. Now of course we've got to go back to our menu and contact us, add it to the site. That looks right. So we're going to go look at the site. We now have 4 things. Contact us. And now we didn't have to build a form. It's already on there. Our CAPTCHA is on there. reCAPTCHA is on there. Now last thing, we're going to change the look of the site. So under appearance, you have themes. One of the nice things about WordPress is you can change the theme at any time and it will take on the look of the new theme without having to change your content. So we're going to just change that real quick and take a look. So now we see a completely different look. Let's go to this one and we'll take a look. So again, a very different look. Go back here. But what we can also do is choose from thousands of very cool themes. And you can do a search, organic. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that one. Install and activate. Now we'll take a look. And again, it's very different. Now once you've kind of got the theme generally how you want it, you can go to customize and it will let you do various things. Now I don't like all these widgets. We could do this another way, but we're just going to remove all of these. Now you can add in other, categories and meta. I always remove that. But say we want to have a list of the pages. Pages. Page order. Or page ID. There we go. Page ID generally follows the, but maybe we don't want that. Home page settings. We've seen that already. Additional CSS. If you want to get in and modify things, you can do some searching for codes to be able to change the look of things, change the fonts, etc. You can do it there. Now, this isn't the most interesting theme. It's kind of out of date, shall we say. So what are we going to do? We're going to add a different one. Let's go photo. Theme. So let's just scroll down here. Photograph. Yeah, you can see how it's going to work. Activate. Take a look at it. Okay, that looks a little better. Let's go and customize this one. Okay, so pretty standard stuff there. Theme options, layout options, responsive on. You do want responsive because that makes it viewable on a mobile phone as well as a tablet as well as a computer. So we can disable lots of stuff. That's the basics of getting the site up and running and looking better. Of course, there's lots more you can do. As you notice, there's pictures there and stuff for the front page. So you have to learn how to do that. Each theme works slightly differently, but it's fairly easy to get it to actually work. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll get some more of these up soon.